Good evening and welcome to the Nevis newscast for today, Friday, April 15th, 2016. I am Bronte Swanston Hendrickson. Diplomatic Week is being described by the High Commissioners and Ambassadors who were in the Federation for the event as a fantastic initiative. During a tour of Nevis during Diplomatic Week, the ambassadors expressed congratulations to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs.
We had a very fruitful week of work, getting familiar, with St. Kitts, its economy, its politics, its social life, cultural life, and I think it was a success, and I had no doubt before coming here that it would be a success. Morocco and the Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis have very strong bonds of friendship that are, getting stronger by the day. We do a lot of cooperation. Morocco is cooperating with St. Kitts and Nevis in areas such as agriculture, education, providing scholarships for students to go study in Morocco. We also have programs of cooperation on water management, renewable energies. So there is a lot we're doing together. It is a first experience, but I'm confident that in the future things will, grow stronger and stronger.
We get to know one another better, explore both islands, understand some of the challenges and talk perhaps about shared solutions to them, but also the opportunities for investors, for tourism, for greater growth that's of benefit to both St. Kitts and Nevis and our own countries.
I'm here to build the partnership between St. Kitts and Nevis and New Zealand, and we're working at the moment on the geothermal potential and on the agricultural potential of the country, helping you with the breeding of your small ruminants, your goats and your sheep, because New Zealand, of course, is really a giant farm and we're very strong on agriculture. So we're delighted. As I say, we also have been working with the geothermal potential. That's particularly here in Nevis, and we look forward to that partnership going from strength to strength.
This has been a wonderful, purposeful and productive visit, and I definitely think that we will remember this visit, and I'm looking forward to many more diplomatic weeks like this in the years to come.
The diplomats also gave us their impressions of the islands.
Since we, arrived here, we were surrounded by kindness and warm welcome, and it's just, it was a wonderful week. To Nevis, this is the first visit. I was here for independence. Unfortunately, it was a very, very short trip for us, and Minister Brantley told me, you have to visit Nevis. So I made a promise that I would visit, and we're really happy to be here. It's really a wonderful place. We were amazed by what, all that we saw, since we arrived on Nevis.
I think you'll hear the same thing from me and all of my fellow ambassadors, that one of the reasons we keep coming back and that we feel so strongly about developing even better bilateral ties between our own country and St. Kitts and Nevis is because of the warmth and depth of the welcome that we feel when we come here. This is a place where we very quickly feel at home, are made to feel welcome, really with open arms, and an island, Nevis in particular, I think, that has so much to offer. So it's an enormous pleasure to be back, and I really congratulate the Foreign Minister and his team on having this initiative to bring all of us here, to really continue to foster and strengthen the diplomatic relations between all of us.
We've been hosted very well by the Minister and the Prime Minister and the Premier, and I can't say enough about the organisation, what we've seen, the conversations we've had about the economy, about tourism potential, about agricultural potential. It has been a very good week, and I thank you very much.
This is my third visit to St. Kitts and Nevis. For Nevis, of course, this is the first visit, and the visit has been wonderful. The hosts have been extraordinarily kind to treat us like this, and we have thoroughly enjoyed. And I regret that I have not visited during my last two visits. Definitely next time when I come, I'll visit Nevis, and hopefully I'll stay one of these places where we had visited today, either this place or Four Seasons.
Diplomatic Week ran from April 3rd to 8th under the theme Forging New Partnerships and Strengthening Networks for Sustainable Growth and Economic Development. The second season of Over the Top, a radio program aimed at helping students to improve their mathematics word problem solving skills, will commence on Monday, April 18th and run until May 24th. That is according to mathematics coordinator at the Department of Education, Sylvia Foy.
The children will be asked 3 questions at their level, and they will answer on air as well as off air.
The program will be broadcast live on Von Radio from 10:15 to 10:30 a.m. on Mondays for grade 3 students, Tuesdays for grade 4 students, Thursdays for grade 5 students, and Fridays for grade 6 students.
Last year, when we introduced the program, we have found that the reviews were good. Many sponsors, thank you very much, and the children increased in their performances, especially grade 3. In some schools, we had more than 80%, all the children scoring over 80%, which is tremendous. And in some schools, children got as many, like 4 of them getting 100%, which was terrific. On the average, Nevis performed really well. And we are coming out of a situation where averages were like 50 and below. Now we're looking at 65. And we would like to grow these averages up to about 70. So with persistence and effort, with the technicians in the school, and we have to be lauded, we can go there.
Foy is urging parents, guardians, and the entire Univision community to encourage the children to do their best, as the radio program will help them to prepare for the test of standards in June.
I'd like to extend to the sponsors and persons in the community who would like to be partners with the Department of Education. Come forward, lend your financials and other support, because together we can do great things for our children. They deserve it. They are going to be the leaders of tomorrow, and we would like to have the very best on Nevis.
Over the Top focuses on the theme, You Can Do Math, You Can Do Anything. The Nevis Island Youth Council's Steering Committee on Wednesday, April 13th, hosted a training and leadership seminar for the student councils on the island. Chairperson of the Nevis Island Youth Council's Steering Committee, Kamara Lee, told us the reason for the seminar.
Last term, we saw that all the secondary schools on the island elected their student council representatives, and so we saw the need to lend some assistance in terms of the training and development of our young people, and just giving them some useful tips and techniques on how to function as an effective leader or an effective council. And so today's seminar, some of the areas we are looking at include the importance of a student council, developing student leaders, resolving conflicts, and time management skills.
The facilitators of the seminar were members of the Nevis Island Youth Council's Steering Committee, Joy Napier and Tamika Vifias. The seminar took place at the Nevis Disaster Management Department's Emergency Operations Center at Long Point. Still to come,
I just wanted to test my skill at reggae as well as get a positive message out to the youths them and to the people.
the details after this break.
Celebrating the old, showcasing the new. Culturama 42.
Welcome back. Kenyatta Easy Warner, lead singer in the local band Odyssey, recently released a reggae track called Stay Positive. During an interview with the Department of Information, he spoke to us about the reason behind his producing the reggae song.
I like reggae music all the time, from long time, from growing up, and I just wanted to test my skill at reggae as well as get a positive message out to the youths them and to the people.
Jah bless me with a breath this morning. So me have to give thanks for life and declare that today is mine. Me see a new sunrise is calling, and it a tell me say you can't live the same day twice, cause no man can travel through time.
And that was the whole mindset behind it. I actually got the rhythm, I actually got the song written fully and everything, and I decided I ain't want to do a reggae like a song because I did one already, a cover, so I wanted to do it from scratch. So I scrapped what they sent me and I did my own writing, melody, everything was different. The song is called Stay Positive. It was produced by Burnhill of Church Ground, so you know it's local all over. And I just don't like what's going on in the Federation, all this crime, shooting, killing and so on. And I try to do my part to minimize that, and so the youths could have a brighter future.
Warner also spoke about the feedback from his fans.
The response was positive. Most people I talked to, they gave some positive feedback. Even people I didn't know met me in the streets and was like, you know, they like the track and they pleased with how it was done.
Warner also released a reggae track called Anything earlier this year, making Stay Positive his second reggae track as a local artist. Thursday night kicked off the second edition of the Nevis Blues Festival at Uwali Beach here on Nevis. A relatively large crowd turned out to experience what is a new music genre to the people of Nevis. The night began with a few selections from the RGI Band of Her Majesty's Prison. The band is a project adopted by the Blues Festival organizers who have recognized the role music is playing in rehabilitation. They were followed by the Rhythm Chiefs, who was on last year's lineup as backing band for blues star Ian Siegel. The band this year was given a slot because of their musical ability. The featured artists for the Thursday night lineup were North Side. The band was founded in 2005 and their repertoire is described as a grooving combination of rock, funk and a serious nod to the blues. The last act on Thursday night was blues guitarist Kirk Fletcher. He is widely considered one of the best blues guitarists in the world and has commanded the respect and acclaim of critics, peers and fans across the globe. He is a four-time Blues Music Award winner, a 2015 British Blues Award nominee, and has played with a variety of popular artists. The night's patrons were also treated to performances from Nevis's Folklore, the Mokojambi and the Sugar Hill String Band. They too received a warm reception from the patrons on hand, who included nurses and teachers. And that concludes this evening's edition of the Nevis Newscast. Thank you for viewing. I am Bronte Swanston Hendrickson. Good night.